What's up, YouTube? This is Tuva 4 TV. And this is getting really old this year. I'm telling you, man, so like I do this every week. Somebody notable. We don't know these people, but we feel like we know them. And then obviously, the LDBC is still reeling from the unexpected passing of LB. So, if I sound in some of my videos, even if I'm trying to cover it up, if I sound kind of melancholy, it's because of that. But anyway, Greg Gumbel, a legendary CBS broadcaster known for his coverage of men's college basketball and the NFL, has reportedly passed away at the age of 78. No cause of death is known at this particular time. And Greg Gumbel, of course, was the older brother of news and sportscaster and legend in his own right, Bryant Gumbel. And Greg Gumbel became the first African-American announcer to call play-by-play of a major sports championship in the United States when he announced Super Bowl 35 for CBS back in 2001. Gumbel was most recently the studio host for CBS men's college basketball coverage and was a play-by-play broadcaster for the NFL on CBS until 2023. Greg Gumbel was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the oldest child of parents Richard Gumbel, a judge, and Rhea Alice Lesesny. And as a young man, he grew up on Chicago's South Side, where he was raised Catholic, graduated from De La Salle Institute. Before becoming a broadcaster, Gumbel graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English from Larosse College and, hope I pronounced this correctly, Dubuque, Iowa, but he also played on the baseball team. And in 1973, his brother Bryant, then working as a television sportscaster at KNBC in Los Angeles, informed him that another NBC-owned and operated station, WMAQ-TV in Chicago, was auditioning for a sports announcer. Greg was selling hospital supplies in Detroit at the time, but he ultimately got the job, returned to Chicago, and worked at WMAQ-TV for 7 years. The sportscaster he replaced, Dennis Swanson, went on to become president of ABC Sports. Prior to rising to prominence at CBS, Gumbel worked for MSG, ESPN, and Fan Radio in New York City. At ESPN, he anchored the show Sports Center and did play-by-play for early NBA games. On MSG, Gumbel served as a backup announcer for Marv Albert on Knicks games, as well as providing coverage for college basketball. Gumbel's CBS career began with part-time work as an NFL announcer in 1988. The next year, Gumbel began announcing college basketball as well. He became the host of the NFL Today alongside Terry Bradshaw for the 90 to 93 seasons. He also anchored CBS's coverage of Major League Baseball, college football, and in 1999, CBS's coverage for the Daytona 500 and Pepsi 400. Besides his hosting duties, Gumbel provided play-by-play for the NBA alongside Quinn Buckner. Major League Baseball included the 93 ALCS alongside Jim Katt, and College World Series Baseball. He was the primetime anchor for the 1994 Winter Olympic Games from Lillehammer, Norway, and co-anchor for the weekend morning broadcast of the 1992 Winter Olympics from Albertville, France. Gumbel moved to NBC in 94 following CBS's losses of the NFL and Major League Baseball. While at NBC, Gumbel hosted NBC's coverage of the '94 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. He also did play-by-play for the 1995 MLB, NLDS, and NLCS. Gumbel left NBC after the network broadcast of Super Bowl, I believe that's 20. Not that good with Roman numerals. I think that's 32 to return to CBS. His first major assignment was to serve as studio host for the network's coverage of college basketball, including the NCAA men's basketball tournament, something he continues to do. He continued to do until recently. And he's probably best known in recent years for his coverage of college basketball. And I did not know that he was sick in any way, shape, or form. But, you never know what people are dealing with in their personal lives. And it was hoped that he would return to college basketball soon. He had turned down recent hosting or play-by-play commentary gigs due to what was described as family health issues. Well, now you have to suppose it would have something to do with him, but this is a big loss to the sports world, and our prayers are with his family, his immediate family, of course, Brian Gumble, and once again, Greg Gumbel, legendary sports figure, and I do believe the term legendary is apropos. He's been around. I mean, I've seen him as a figure in sports, known of him as a figure in sports since I was a kid. And you could just look at him and put the last name Gumbel together, and you kind of knew he was related to Bryant. And look, it was always prideful to see somebody that looked similar to you doing that type of role, being in that type of with that type of responsibilities. And I used to always get annoyed at some of the jokes about him and Bryant. Oh, they're a bunch of, what people used to say about them, man. Buck dancers, and they talk like they're white and all that. I used to get so annoyed by that because since when is speaking proper English talking white? Malcolm X spoke proper English. Dr. King spoke proper English. People want you to be what they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? And as I said before, action speaks louder than words. So, I don't judge people, or at least I try not to judge people based upon how they look, but what they actually do or what they say, But anyway, rest in peace to Greg Gumbel. Tell me what you guys think.